Good morning, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and this morning it's Gypsy Made Simple time, but I tell you what, I have already drank a half a pot of coffee, so I'm not going to have any coffee with you, but I made a fresh pot just for you, so be sure to pour yourself up a cup of coffee. I wanted to touch bases with something that I did last week, and I brought up the fact that it's important to have set in your Gypsy different card setups so that you can easily go and find the card that you want to make, and just the base of the card is ready. All you have to do is add your artwork to it. Well, that's what I'm going to do on mine, and I want to do a threefold. So I've already put a threefold template in mine. And just like I had an A2 template, I've got an A2 wide, an A2 long, and I have a threefold template, and I have a 5x7 template, so that when I want to make a card, I just click on it. The measurements and the base is already done, and so I can just go to it. Here we go. And as you can see, it's all set up, ready to go, and it's all welded. I will put on my blog the URL to the one that shows you how to make this and how to set up your threefold card. I'm not making those two cards available to anyone else. Unfortunately, it was just I've retired those two cards, and but in the future I will make this, and this particular card I'm going to make today, I will make it available to you. Now, what I want you to do is follow those instructions, make the base of the card. And when you link up today, and thank you everyone for linking up, and I am from here on in, when I post a link, it's not going to be for that particular card, it's to link up anything that you made with your Gypsy that week. If you made 7 projects, then link up 7 projects. If you made 3, link up 3. If you only made 1, God bless, link it up. So, at any rate, let's get started. This is our card, and oh, let me show you the papers that I picked out. I'm going to be making and using some old cards today. This is what I'm going to use for the heading, and notice how it just twinkles. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm using daisies, as you can see, so I'll use a white stock paper and then the yellow center, and then this gives like an off color. I will use some type of stickles to do that. But that's going to be the inside of my card, and I'm going to accentuate it with, and we're going to just make daisies on the card itself. This is the actual outside of the card, so you can see why the paper will go so well. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. The paper will just go perfect with that, won't it? And this is going to be a special, special card. I'm making actually for Amy to just say thank you for putting up my blog. And isn't it awesome? Don't you just love the new look? At any rate, I'm making this thank you card for Amy. So, here we go. I want you to first go to... if you want to make a thank you card along with me, we're going to go to New Arrival, because I like the thank you on New Arrival. There we go, New Arrival. And here's the thank you. And I'm going to have it right there. And I need it wide enough. And I'm going to zoom in and bring it down, and look at that. That was accidental. Believe me, that was accidental. It's just the right size. See how it goes edge to edge? I want to bring it down just a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to hit the plus button since it fits perfectly, and it'll bring up a new page, and then I just hit the copy button. Go back to, and I want to name this, rename, clear, and I'm going to name it card. So I know. Okay. Then I'm going to go to, let's see. I looked these up last night. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I didn't, but I looked them up last night. I'm going to go to, I want Walk in the Garden. Oh, I have been so busy this morning. I've already folded 2 loads of laundry, got my sheets in the dryer right now, and my towels are in the washing machine. I have been just so busy. I wanted to get some things done. See this little flower right here, this daisy? That's what I'm going to grab. And let's zoom out here. I want to make this one large enough where it goes side by side. Okay, I'm going to bring it down, and I want you to see what I'm bringing it down to. See how it's touching? Because remember, this is a template. So that's the actual size of the card itself, the base of the card. So I don't even have to measure. All I have to do is push up a little bit. I want to make this a little bit larger. Tap it again. Because see how I'm not to the edge there? But I'm over the edge there, so I'll move it over in just a second. Okay, now let's move it over. Now I'm edge to edge on that. I got to move it down, and I'm to the edge there. So now I'm in good shape there. I've got my flower, so I want to grab the flower. I'm not going to adjust the size again, and go to this layer right here. Oh, you know what? It went off, didn't it? Yes, it did. I need it blue. I've got the base is blue. We might as well move that down. See what I just did? Let me zoom in. I moved that bottom down a little bit, so just the flower is sticking up off the top. And see how I moved the center of the base down? So that part of the flower is going to stick up over on the card. Now I want to grab the flower, go to that layer 6, hit copy so that I have a copy of it so I can go in and get the center of the flower. Go back to the card, and now for this part over here, I'm going to again get the other daisy, but there's one that's like a half a daisy right there. And I want that, and I'm going to put that right on here, and I'm going to make it large enough where it goes edge to edge, just like I did the other one. Bring it down, bring it over a little bit more, and bring it up in size. See how much easier it is when you've already got a template there? Because then you're not doing all the measuring, you're just putting the artwork on the base of the card that you already had. And that's what I want you to be able to do with your gypsies, is get your gypsy set up where you've got all your different sizes. Now when you go to save this, you have to be careful though, because I don't have it set up as a template, I have it set up as an actual card. So now when I go to save, and I'm going to hit, instead of save, because that would cover my 3-fold, I'm going to do save as. And see how it comes up 3-fold template? I'm going to backspace off the template, and I'm going to put in cap, thank you, TY, thank you. And now I've got it. Now, did I put the small flower on? No. We need to go back and grab that small flower. Go to layer 6 and copy that. Now on layer 6, and I'm not going to bore you, well actually I am going to bore you, sorry about that, but we're going to double up this card so that we have double. And what I'm going to do on this is I want the flowers to not just lay flat, you know, just flat one flower on top of the other. I'm going to cut 2 of these so that I can kind of layer it and have just turn it so it looks more like a flower. So I'll do that in a minute, but first let's hide that bottom layer. Oops. Now we need to get the card set up. Okay, so before we do that, thank you. When that thank you, that left side is going to fold over. And hold on 1 minute.